Hello and welcome to another video. Today I have these tamper resistant outlets, but they also have USB ports. I bought a 2-pack. So I'm gonna go ahead and install one of these and show you what it's like. So essentially this has one USB-C charging port and two USB-A charging ports. And so it turns your old looking outlet into a more modern looking outlet, along with adding new features like this USB-C port as well as the USB-A ports. The combined output is 30 watts. So I'm going to see if I'm able to charge my laptop with just the USB-C port. Now, if you're using multiple ports at the same time, that output will be split and you probably won't be able to charge the laptop, but you'll be able to charge most things with these ports. So it comes with these screws already inside. As you can see, there are no visible screws outside, so that's pretty modern. With the modern design, you're not supposed to have a lot of visible screws, which is what I like. I've been slowly modernizing my home with smart switches and things like that, so this will fit right in. Now it's done. I'm going to show you the other side to show you that there's no exposed drywall because it's the exact size as the old faceplate here. Before you start doing this, make sure you plug something in, like a cell phone charger or something, and have somebody monitor if it's charging, and then turn off your circuit breaker for this particular outlet or whatever outlet you're working on. So I've already done that. The power to this outlet is off, so I'm ready to go. Always make sure that you don't strip away the paint on these screws as you take them off, because in case you need to continue using the old plate, it's going to look dirty. I have all this dirt around, which I'm going to clean up before I put on the new switch. But let's go ahead and take the old switch off first. Just a flathead is probably fine to do this job. Certain screws will take a Phillips screwdriver, but as you can tell, there's still a wider aspect for the flathead. Okay, so I have the outlet off the wall here. There are screws on the side here holding the... So your wires on the back may be just poked in there. So there are ways you can put in different wires. So there are certain switches or outlets where there's just like a hole and you plug the wire in, and then you have to put a flathead in to release that cable. Or in others like this one, the wire is wrapped around a screw. So here, if you can see here, the wire is wrapped around a screw. So I just have to loosen the screw there and give me enough room to go ahead and take that loop off. And you can always pull the whole outlet outside the box. You should have enough give in your system to be able to do that. The bottom that's bare and connected to the green screw is always the ground. So you know what the ground is just by looking at the color of the screw, or if your ground is bare, the only cable that'll be bare would be your ground. The black cable is usually the load. Load means the one carrying the power, and then the white could be a neutral. Most likely it's a neutral in this case. I'm just prying my flathead into the looped part of the wire and spreading them apart, and then I'm able to just kind of push it out. Okay, so I have my cables loose now. All right, so the box for the new outlet does include instructions, so you do want to kind of peruse through them, make sure you're not missing anything as far as the connections, but it's pretty simple. It's going to be the hot, it says load or hot, the neutral, and then the ground on the green here. So it's pretty simple here. You want to use some pliers to straighten out the original cables from the wall if they are bent in this manner. if you had a different wiring system, they may still already be straight. As you can tell, the wire goes in pretty deep, so I'm not having to cut off any of the excess wire. We're gonna screw this in place. As far as the ground, we're gonna do that last because it goes on the bottom. You have the easiest to access that. I'm gonna straighten out these completely so I can put them in easily. The white cable is in nice and snug, the both of them, and so we're gonna screw that in place to hold them snug. So the hot and the neutrals are in. I'm gonna make sure tug on them and make sure it's not coming out easily. The ground, like I said, goes to the green. So there is a little piece of gold metal there. You're gonna kind of push that up and loop the ground around the screw and pull it snug under the screw. So as you can see, I have it under the screw. I'm gonna go ahead and cinch it so it kind of sits in the crevice. There you go. Once it's in there like that, you can screw in tight to hold it in place. And that's not going anywhere. So okay, we have all the wires connected. We're gonna push that in to the wall box. But before we close it all up, remember we have to clean around the old plates. So always clean up when you open up old switch plates or outlet boxes, because that dirt has been sitting there for years and now it's your turn to clean. I just took a wet paper towel and just kind of wiped it off. We're gonna go ahead and screw it in all the way. So you have this plate that's separate from the faceplate. I'm gonna take this off. And well, it tells you what the top is. So we're gonna put that in here and then use the provided tiny screws and screw that into the switch. So to put these on, you'll need a smaller screwdriver. So you're gonna need a Phillips screw head. If the outlet looks at a little angle to you, you can just kind of twist it until you have it straight. You can also move it from left to right a little bit to make it look straight or make it straight. And you want to tighten this faceplate until it's touching the wall so you don't have any crevices. And then this part, where there's a notch, is the bottom, and it just clicks into place. Now, if you look closely, there may be parts where the outlet is a little sticking out more than the others, and you can kind of just grab and tug onto it to make it straight again. So that's, now it's done. I'm going to show you the other side to show you that there's no exposed drywall because it's the exact size as the old faceplate here. Maybe slightly smaller, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same size. So it's a standard size. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the circuit breaker and test it out. Okay, I have the circuit breaker on, so let's see if it works. As soon as I plugged in, this thing's charging. I have my laptop down here, so I'm gonna plug in the laptop and see if that works. As far as the laptop, I'm gonna plug that in. And as soon as I plug it in, you can hear it's charging, so there you go. You can click on there. I don't think the MacBook Pro gives you the charging rate, but oh, it looks like the battery is not charging. Its power source is through the power adapter, but it's not charging. So I think it gives about 10 watts of capacity through each outlet. So 10 watts is not enough to like charge a laptop battery, but it's enough to power your laptop so the battery is not dropping. But you should be able to charge your cell phones and all that other stuff, no issues. Just with the laptop, it's probably not gonna work. That's it for this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.